Greetings everyone, today we'll talk about Latron Prime. Latron Prime is a primed version of the Latron rifle with a noticeably bigger damage, increased crit chance, crit damage and status chance parameters. Let's see the rest of the stats. As you see, it's damage puncture oriented mostly, which makes it perfect anti-Grineer weapon of choice. It has good 25% status chance, one of the biggest among all the primary weapons, nice 15% crit chance and really good 250% crit damage, not to mention that it is extremely ammo efficient. On the other side we have a decent mag size, and kinda long reload, unless you know how to reload cancel, I'll talk about this later. As well as semi-auto trigger type with decent fire rate. Pretty much there's nothing special about mechanics, so let's head right to the builds. This will be a crit build, that concentrated around regular and headshot crits, and because of this I'll show you why I'm not using heavy caliber first. I was using rank 7 heavy caliber in this test, just to show you why I don't want to waste shots like this. Notice that you still will be able to land headshots easily, even at long range, while heavy caliber makes bullets go pretty random uncontrollable direction. Okay, back to the builds. As I said before, this is a crit build. You will need 4 more formas besides 2 native, V and bar polarities. Serration, Split Chamber and Shred will do the base of the build. Shred is a really good option, since it gives you much needed boost in fire rate, as well as it gives another required parameter that allows you deal with a crowd of enemies, punch through. And now, about crits. Point Strike will boost crit chance from 15 to 37.5%, and Vital Sense will provide a huge boost to base crit damage from 250 to 550%. Now, let's consider elementals for each faction, starting with Grineer. Okay, this is gonna be a bit weird, but since you will need 2 elemental combos here, you'll be forced to skip either Point Strike or Vital Sense. This build is concentrated around high-level Grineer missions that are crowded with alloy armor units, so we need radiation and viral combo here. Equip Hellfire with a Stormbringer for radiation damage, and Infected Clip with cryo rounds for viral damage. With a good status chance like this, Latron Prime will proc often enough with these procs, which are both useful for low-level Grineer mission with ferrite armor units mostly. Simply use void build that I'll describe later on. Well, again, Latron Prime is not the best option for Corpus since even puncture damage has bonus for robotic health. It has a lot of penalty for both shield types, but since Corpus don't have any noticeable resists, it still will perform well enough. Just simply stick to magnetic plus toxin combo, put it in Stormbringer with cryo rounds for magnetic damage, and infected clip for toxin damage, which bypasses shields. For infested there will be several options. High base puncture damage will provide some bonus against ancient healers, who are quite different from other infested in terms of weakness and resists. So for the rest of units you can use corrosive and fire combo, by adding Stormbringer with infected clip for corrosive, and Hellfire for fire damage respectively. Or you can concentrate around ancients and go with boosted corrosive by adding malignant force or high voltage to a basic corrosive combo. Then again, void build is gonna be corrosive and cold. You gotta believe me, it's simply Rex heavy gunners. Equip Stormbringer with infected clip for corrosive damage, and put cryo rounds for cold damage after that. Anyway, you can try to replace basic elemental mods with the same event mods for boosting status chance, though I think the base one is good enough. And remember, that these procs should be situationally useful at least. having 1 or 2 rifle AMP in the party will be a good idea for sure. Well, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say about Latron Prime. I really find this weapon very powerful and enjoyable to use in this setup. So if you like this review, please subscribe for more and thanks for watching.